Okay, we've got Matt Simmons here. That's for Matt. Just to answer some of the patron questions, and there's just a few of them. We'll start with Jim Leonard, and Jim asks, why did Nuke leave Anarchy? And what was the motivation for him to change his handle to Spaceman? I don't know if you'll know the answer to that, Matt, or not.
Oh, yeah. I don't know definitively either of those. The second one I don't know at all, because he did that after I'd left the scene, really, and he was in Lemon at that point. I think him and Dan formed Lemon with Facet at that time. The first one, I don't know. He was working for Core Design, wasn't he? He was doing game music, so it might be the same as me. It might just be that, he's got other interests at that point.
Yeah, bills to pay and
exactly, yeah.
And
people just move on. I think a lot of people were just like 2 or 3 years into doing stuff and things. But you could probably ask him. He still does stuff, as far as I know.
Okay,
still doing music.
Sam Eric Edge asks, do you play traditional instruments?
I play mostly keyboards and stuff. I play a bit of guitar, and I used to play bass a lot in a band. So yeah. It with game stuff, it's just if the opportunity comes up, then I'll play.
Well, what came first? It was the computer compositions first, wasn't it? And then
yeah, I mean, I had an old Casio synth before I had a computer, but it was like I didn't know what I was doing then.
Yeah, the classic Casio demo song.
Oh yeah, MT52, I think it was a really old one.
And he also asks, you've worked as a game music composer. In those jobs, what was your typical work day like? Coming up with music on a deadline, is that stressful?
I think I mentioned this on the podcast, but yeah, there's a sort of mindset I get into when I'm working on game stuff that's very different to working on demo stuff, and I don't think either of them are any less creative than the other, but it's there's just, if I need to get something written, I will just write it. It was just one of those things I don't really like investigate why. It just sort of works for me. The typical day is I mean, back then it was much more just head down and get on with it, but in recent years I've been more of like an audio director sort of thing, so I do composing and sound design, but it'll also be lots of meetings and stuff, because the way games are coordinated now, because of the size of them, it's just you have to everyone has to be on board with everything now.
Okay, and then final question from Sam was, you've produced music for different platforms. How different is the workflow on those different machines? Is there much difference between them?
It can be. It's more technical limits. I think compositionally, you just look at the platform and play for its strengths, I think. I don't think there's a huge amount. Obviously, when we moved to CD music, real stuff like that, then we all had to go up a level. But I think there's certain things that you carry with you from the beginning, I think.
Okay, the next question a patron has asked, so I have to read it to you. It says, what is your name, what is your quest, and what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
African or European?
And then just one final comment from Rob Taylor. He says, no specific question, just total admiration for your work and that you're an awesome musician.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you very much.
He actually did have a follow-up actual question, if I may ask that. He asks, what is your favourite tracker of choice? And I think you've answered it, but let's hear it again.
It's going to be Fast Tracker, because it's the one I've used the most over the years. It's the one that's stuck with me the longest, really. I still find new stuff in it. So, yeah, it's that.
So just for you, Rob, it's Fast Tracker, and Rob's standing beside me here, too shy to ask the question, but he's very satisfied with the answer. I can see it on his face.
And what is your Nibbles high score?
Oh God, who knows? every time I uninstall it, it goes. So
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to answer those questions, Matt.
That's no problem. Thank you.